Hello, I'm so glad you could join me today. I'm going to be making a card using this beautiful, colorful card panel that I created with this stencil here on the left by Hero Arts and also some Distress Oxide ink. And then I'm going to take these die cuts called Outline Bet Die Set by Fun Stamper's Journey, and I'm just going to die cut the word happy out of this card panel here. And you can see that I don't know if you can see that little pencil mark there, but that's where those three letters have to stop. And then the Y is going to be all the way to the end, and I'll have to double cut that P. And then I'm going to use this birthday stamp here, the word birthday from Simon Says Stamp, to stamp the word birthday. So it'll say happy birthday. So now I'm going to do the P right there in the center of that one. And when I'm done doing that, I'm going to cut out several of those H's, about 3 of those HAPP, 6 of the P's, because you have to have 2 of them. But I'm going to go ahead and just stack those together, glue them together, so that that word happy will be a little bit raised up from the front panel, so there'll be some dimension on the card. And of course I'll glue the colored portion of the letter on top, so you can see that nice, and that'll make an interesting image for the recipient of this card. So I'm just again going to glue these together by hand using some Tombow Mono adhesive, and with that H I did want to make sure that it was correctly glued on the right way. So I just checked really quick to make sure that it was the correct, because since I had cut it out of the panel, the colors had to line up with where they were before. So now I'm just going to create my card base. So I cut an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper in half at 5.5 inches, and then I scored it at 4.25. Now I'm going to stamp the birthday word here. Using that same paper that I die cut the letters out of. And I'm going to use some VersaFine Black Onyx ink. I love that ink for greetings. It's a nice crisp dark ink. I really like it. And I'm just going to trim the word birthday down using my trimmer and then my scissors. I wanted to just cut along where the B is with my scissors, and then just use my trimmer to cut up to that edge, and then I will cut the top of that off as well. Alrighty, so that's basically the card for today. I do put a mat behind it, a blue one that you can see here. I'm just trimming that down to 4 inches by 5.25. So my panel is actually 1/4 of an inch shorter all the way around than that blue mat. So I'm just going to adhere that first, and I was going to try to straighten it up, but I didn't want to mess it up, so I decided to go ahead and just leave it the way it was. I think it looks great. Alrighty, so that little blue around the edge I think really sets it off and makes it look really nice. But you can use whatever color you want, because I have the colors of the rainbow here. So just depending on who you're making it for or what you like, you can choose any color mat that you want. You can even make it fancy and do something like gold or silver. So this was a quick, easy card. I'm sorry I didn't show the stenciling portion of it. I had this piece of paper in my stash that I had saved from before. Sometimes I like to go in my craft room and just create and have fun, and not really with a card in mind. So when I do that, I just save those pieces and then pull them out later to make a card. But it's really simple. I just put the stencil down, and then I used my Distress Oxide inks with my ink daubers. And now for the inside of my card, I wanted to use something that was similar. So this is a Spellbinders die, and you can see that it cuts out all those crazy little shapes. And instead of using the same stencil on the inside as I used on the outside, I thought I'd do something a little bit different. So I'm just trimming this down, and those pieces there that you see that are still in there, I had a little bit of trouble getting those out. I should have run it through my die cutting machine twice, but I didn't think to do that. So I just, fool around with it, and finally the pieces that are too hard to remove, I just get my little Sharpie knife there, cut that out. It's not an X-Acto knife. I got that on Amazon, and I'm not sure what brand it is. But anyway, it's like an X-Acto knife. So now I'm just using some more Tombow Mono. I love the way that the glue comes out of this Tombow Mono. You can make it come out really thin or really thick. And it works fine for me. I don't even need any of those special little applicators that have the really fine tube that helps the glue come out real fine, because it seems to do a great job for me just out of the bottle. So now I'm just going to write a little message here, and I'm just going to make it generic, so I'm going to leave the name out. And my pen, I hate that when my pens do that, so I just had to go off camera and try to make it work. And so now I'm going to go ahead and make my letters a little fancier since I'm going over this again. And I'm just going to write a message that kind of fits with the graphic there on the card. And it's going to say, don't forget to relax and unwind and have some fun. So that is my card for today. I hope you enjoyed watching the video. I hope you'll give card making a try. It's a great fun hobby to have. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give me a like, a thumbs up, and hit the notification bell if you want to see more of my videos. And I'd love it if you'd share my videos with your friends. I recently hit 100 subscribers, so keep an eye out for a celebration video and a giveaway. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.